My favorite hobby is gardening. I like to dig in the dirt and feel the soil and also watch things grow. I have 2 raised beds in my backyard that I grow vegetables, herbs, and sometimes marigolds around the edges to keep the bunnies away. And I also have other perennial gardens that I always plant more in every year. And I also do annuals in pots on the deck and the front steps, make it look nice and colorful. And I'd also like to try some cucumbers and do some pickles. My mom used to can a lot of pickles, and everybody loved her pickles, so I thought maybe I'll try that this year. Besides canning pickles, I'd like to do some salsa and from the tomatoes and peppers from the garden, and maybe somehow store that and for later use, like in jars. And also freeze corn, because corn would be great in the winter time when you don't have fresh corn. And also I work at Linder's in the summertime for about 7-8 weeks, and just part-time. So I get a lot of my vegetables from there and some plants, my annuals. So my garden or my deck and front steps are usually pretty packed of flowers. The reason I like to garden is just to relieve stress and dig in the dirt. It's kind of therapeutic. Not thinking about anything and then looking at the end results. It's always pretty. So that's the main reason I like to garden, and also the colors, the annuals. I like putting those in just to give everything, a fresh look, pretty much. And also, time goes by really quickly when you're gardening, and you use up a lot of calories, so that's good too. So it's good exercise. So that's why I like to garden.
What about the water?
Oh, and I like to water too. That's really therapeutic. Every day or every other day with the hose, go around the garden or the whole half of the house and with the hose and water. And it just gives everything a drink and everyone's happy. I used to have a lot of house plants in the house also, but my grandson Jackson liked to play in the dirt, so I think he might be a little gardener himself. So maybe this year he can help me. And also we wanted to plant a tree in honor of him, and I was thinking of like a fast growing oak because it needs 2 years to catch up because he's already 2. So maybe we'll get that done this year. Since Jackson lives with us, our grandson, we watch him a lot, and he is just all boy. He throws things, gets into things, hits, and I never had that with my girls. My girls were kind of quiet and, girly girl, didn't hit, things like that. So it's quite different. So we're all trying to get used to that, and plus the terrible twos, which are pretty crazy. But in general, he's a good kid. He comes up with some strange things. And he's, I don't know what else to say about him. He's just nuts. A couple weeks ago, I was coming home from work, or actually I got home, and my grandson was still awake, and he said up to me, and I picked him up, and he gave me a big smooch on the lips, and it was so cool, the first time he ever kissed me. And I said, "Oh, I love you, Jackson," and he was so happy. He started clapping, and I guess he had kissed his mom's friend earlier in the day, but he hadn't kissed his mom yet. And she was kind of jealous about that. But it was so cool. I had to tell everybody at work about it, and they just thought it was so neat. But things like that he does quite often. That surprises you. When he learns a new word, he gets so excited, starts clapping, and so proud of himself. So we gotta keep teaching him words every